Welcome to Off the Boards with Josh and Ryan. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Off the Boards. As always, I'm Josh. Over there is Ryan. Connor is here. We've got a lot to talk about on the show today. I think we're going to start off with the playoff race. Interesting week in hockey. Looking at the standings, I mean, the Sabres are best team in the East, apparently. I said when at the deadline that they were going to be a scary team come playoff time, and it's looking like I'm going to be right. Tampa's hot on their trail with 2 games in hand, so I mean Tampa could reach up there and get to 100 points. The Habs, I mean, I think unless the Habs have like some monumental break in the last 10 games, I think they've locked their spot in here.
Yeah, I think we're at a 93% chance to make it. I'm feeling good.
4-game
win streak.
You would need to start just dropping games ridiculously. The Bruins are fighting. I mean, they're getting close to the point where we can say they're probably locked in. Senators have got to win some games, but they're on a 2-game losing streak. The Red Wings, I mean, I don't want to write them off, but I mean they have a -3 goal differential in this division where every other playoff team is plus 19 and above. It's going to be tough for them. I mean, 4-5-1 in their last 10. I think the Red Wings once again are not going to make the playoffs. Did they make it last year? I don't think they did.
No, I don't think they've made the playoffs since their playoff streak ended.
Yeah, since Babcock left in like 2013.
Yeah. Oh, no, it was more recent than that.
That was 14, I think.
Hold on, I'm looking it up. It was more recent than that. I think it was 2017, if I were going to take a guess at a number. Because they made the playoffs like 25 years straight. It was insane. Near the end, it was kind of just... Oh, no, it was 2016. Right in the middle.
Well, Ryan the Leafs, this team is annoying. They're winning games when they should be losing. I mean, this week, you beat the Bruins, you beat the Rangers, and we lose to the Blues last night. But if you guys lose, both of those games, Leafs probably fall to bottom 6 in the league, and now they're, I think, bottom 10. So it's going to be tough to keep falling. Florida, I mean, such an interesting team this year. I know they didn't have Tkachuk for most of this year, and they didn't have Barkov for most of this year too. But I mean, looking at their roster, they didn't really lose anybody. This team, I know they sold their soul to win 2 Stanley Cups, so their cupboards are even more bare than the Leafs. But to be -26 with basically the same team minus Barkov is kind of nuts. I didn't expect this team to do this bad. I would almost guess that with Barkov, they probably still don't make the playoffs, which is weird to say.
Well, you look at their stats. I think the biggest thing if you look at is, for me, it's Sergei Bobrovsky. In this league where 900 is the new 915, you got Sergei Bobrovsky and 878. That's just not quite enough these days. Back a long time ago, maybe that was fine, but now modern NHL 878 is just not very good, especially coming down from a 906 last year, 915 the year before. He's on the downward trend. He's 37 years old. He'll be 38 started next year. His contract's up, I believe, at the end of the year. So I'm thinking the Florida Panthers are probably going to say Sergei Bobrovsky.
That's crazy. I mean, last year, the Panthers, I mean, I guess they didn't squeak into the playoffs, but I mean, they were 3rd in the Atlantic. 47-31-4. They had 98 points, but they went to the final. The year before that, they were 1st, won the Cup final. The year before that, they came in as the wildcard team in the Atlantic and lost in the Cup final to the Knights. So, I mean, I'm very surprised. I mean, they had one of the most probably 3-year prolific runs in hockey we've seen in 10 years.
It was fantastic. I mean,
the Kings and the Blackhawks, maybe, and the 2010s would have been the last time we saw this.
The Penguins. We also saw the Tampa Bay. I mean, recently, just through COVID.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
So we've seen it. The Penguins in 2016, 2017. So there's definitely been some great
3 years in the Cup final is that's a heavy toll to pay, and I mean, and they're gonna pay it. I mean, the team has no draft picks, no prospects, a bunch of aging guys. I was really surprised that we didn't see them sell more at the deadline. You could have sold Bob. You could have sold. I mean, I don't want to say sell guys like Seth Jones, but you need
Seth Jones.
I think a lot of teams would buy Seth Jones
on his contract.
didn't whoever they traded from didn't the Blackhawks eat like half his contract?
Not half, but they did eat a chunk of it. They
Yeah.
retained about a quarter of it.
I thought he
So
was
you
on
could retain
retention.
another. You could retain another half of it,
Yeah.
and pay Seth Jones $3.5 million. But he's under contract through 2030. He's got 5 more years. There's 4 more years after on this contract.
I mean, but let's be real. Are the Panthers going to be able to turn the ship around in 4 years?
I don't know. Your team is aging. Your goaltending is going to get worse, significantly worse, very soon here, especially without Spencer Knight. You're about to pay for that.
That's still so crazy to me. You gave Spencer Knight they gave him to the Blackhawks, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like, that's so tough. Like, I'm not saying I'll trade Bob away for that, but like, I mean, you won 2 Stanley Cups, so it's all irrelevant at this point. Like, you sold.
No, you've won.
Yeah.
You're a winner no matter what. You won 2 cups. No matter what happened in the past, you're happy with this era.
You are the king of the 2020s. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's any team that's gonna, in the next 5 years is gonna go to the Cup final 3 times in a row. I mean, the Oilers, in theory,
I'll give the opportunity. I'm giving the opportunity to the Oilers, the Avalanche, and the Tampa Bay Lightning. That's what I'm giving the opportunity to.
I don't know how long Tampa's going to be able to keep doing this, because I think Tampa's about to run into the same wall that the Panthers are.
I think they've got another couple years, and I think Vasilevsky's not getting that old. He's 31 this year. He's got 2 more years on his contract.
Yeah, I guess.
You still have Nikita Kucherov going nuts. Next year's last year on his deal. He's going into a contract year, 33 starting next year. Braden Point's still under contract for a lot of money. So is Jake Gensel. Like, you're going to run into cap problems very soon in trying to retain a lot of these guys. But I'm not going to give up on this core yet. I've seen firsthand what they can do, especially come playoff time. And
I guess as long as you have John Cooper, you're probably still fine.
Yeah, that's the other thing. John Cooper, probably the best coach in the NHL.
I was about to say that, yeah. All right, let's look at the Metro. So the Metro is a little bit more of an interesting mess, I'd say. I mean, the Hurricanes have run away with this division. Like, I don't think anyone's going to catch them.
No, it's theirs.
I mean, the Islanders, I know they won the lottery last year.
Yeah.
But coming off of that, picking up Schaefer, and now you're second in the Metro, that's pretty impressive. I mean, your goal difference is only +7, but the Islanders, no offense, Islanders fans, if there's any of you listening, which I'm not sure if there are, your brand of hockey is the most boring brand of hockey in the NHL. You guys play the most boring to watch, like, brain dead style, but it works and it gets you wins. So I mean, respect, but like, you don't.
I wouldn't call it brain dead. I wouldn't call it brain dead, but I'd call it a very defensive, boring, slow-paced hockey, which is incredibly effective. You saw it with like the New Jersey Devils in the turn of the century playing, neutral zone trap. You have Martin Brodeur in behind, not really doing a lot, but you just couldn't get past them.
Yeah,
it's not quite that level with the Islanders this year, but especially with Schaefer. Schaefer's explosive. He's everything you want out of a rookie. Making hockey fun again, but it's an incredibly boring, incredibly effective style of hockey, which has done well for them in the past. I mean, I think it was the year after, like the COVID year, where everything was truncated, 56 game season. Yeah. They made the they made the semifinals, conference finals.
Yeah, they did.
And they almost beat the Lightning. They went to Game 7. Like they had a real shot at beating them, and they just didn't. But it could have gone either way.
And then following them, I mean, shout out Kyle Dubas. I mean, I know that technically the Penguins have more losses than wins right now, but I mean, they have 88 points. So Kyle Dubas, with an aging core, after trading away Jake Gensel, has been able to turn this team around and get them into the playoffs. Like, I love Kyle Dubas.
Yeah.
This is what Kyle Dubas could have done with the Leafs had Brendan Shanahan not had him on leash and go, no. I didn't say directly that. I said what
I'm taking the sentiment.
I said what could have been.
I'm not marking it yet.
It's what been, Like Kyle Dubas was out there going like, I'm gonna trade Mitch away. And Brandon Shanahan would tug the leash and go, no. We're not doing that. Kyle's like,
how did you feel about that?
I mean, I think at the time I wanted them to trade Mitch a while ago,
Yeah.
I think there was a lot. You left a lot of value on the table. Obviously, only being able to get Nicholas Waugh from that deal, but because like at this point now, you turned Mitch Marner into a first and a third, which is pretty disappointing.
I'm marking that.
What
I'm marking that.
for what? Because I said the trade asset was disappointing.
I'm going to count it on the sentiment.
I don't think the sentiment was even. Yeah, I don't think the sentiment was even me saying that
counting.
they were bad. But okay.
Well, my whiteboard, my rules. Let's get back to the Penguins. I think Cal was doing a fantastic job as well, but I think more respect has to be given to Crosby, Malkin, Carlson, Letang, all these much older guys going in the twilight years, still performing very well.
Connor, you might need to bleep this next part I'm going to say. I'm about to draw a Habs logo on my whiteboard and put a dick going inside of it.
Okay. You do what you do if you're with your whiteboard. I'll do with what I want with mine. We're starting the whiteboard wars here. All right. Well, Josh is defacing history. Let's talk a little bit about the next thing on the rundown. I want to look at one team's future.
Hold on. We didn't even do the West.
Oh, sorry. I forgot about the West.
The Western
Here's what you
Conference
need to Here's what you need to know about the West. Colorado, Dallas, Minnesota is going to the Cup final, and everybody else is irrelevant.
Also, did we even finish the Metro?
I'm done with the Metro. The Penguins are good. The Blue Jackets are competing, but I don't think they're going to win.
Let me quick round up this then, okay?
Okay, all right.
Okay, Jackets, 6-3-1 in their last 10, lost their last 2. Probably are going to be able to fight to make the playoffs. I mean, they could climb up to take the Bruins wildcard spot. I mean, they are locked into one right now. The Flyers, I mean, obviously still have a chance. They got to win some more games. The Capitals season, Ovechkin's playoff, what could be his last season, is going to come down to him having to beat Sidney Crosby twice in, I think, a week. So if he can do that, he might be able to crawl his way back in and might be able to actually knock out the Penguins. I mean, they're only 5 points off, and they got enough games left where they could do it. Okay, so and the Devils and Rangers, you're done. You're done.
Thanks for showing up. For showing up, Rangers.
So again, the West. I mean, look. The Central Division's like disgusting. So is the Atlantic. Now, like I was at a Cats game. I don't think it was even game 1. I think it was like the last game of the regular season. There were people behind me talking about how bad the playoff format is, and I could tell they were Habs fans. And I'm just like, it took a lot for me not to turn around and go, when Leaf fans were saying this, all you guys said was, ooh, crybaby Leaf fan keeps crying. And it's like, yeah, but now you guys look at it and you go, maybe this isn't fair. Maybe having 2 of the best teams in the league have to play each other in the first round of the playoffs is actually bullshit, because it is. The fact that the Wild and Stars, one of them is going to go home after 1 round and they're not even going to get home ice advantage is bullshit.
Yep. It's insane what's going on in the West. I think this is an extreme example. Typically you don't see something like this, but it should be something that's considered as they make changes to the league going forward.
The Atlantic has done this the last 4 years. They've always had 3 teams that are above 95 points. Yeah.
And I'm not defending it. I mean, like, this is certainly a problem, but you've really got to look at everything. I mean, even in the Atlantic this year, you're going to have 2 teams over 100 points, both playing each other in the first round when somebody's going home. Meanwhile, the Columbus Blue Jackets are in the same situation as presumably the Montreal Canadiens at that point, playing maybe the Hurricanes, maybe the Buffalo Sabres.
Meanwhile, the Pacific Division, like the Oilers are going to play the Knights. The Knights have more losses than wins.
Yeah.
Like, they have 80 points. They have if the Leafs were in this division, we would be 5 points, not even 5 points. We'd be in a playoff spot.
There are 4 teams in the East outside of a playoff spot that have more points than the Vegas Golden Knights right now.
That's ridiculous. And I mean,
or in a divisional spot.
Vegas has 2, currently they have one $12 million center playing on their second line. And you know who that player is?
Who?
Mitch Marner. They're playing a $12 million winger at center. And guess what? Next year doesn't get any better because you just re-up Jack Eichel. And now you're going to have 2 $12 million centers. And you guys have a $6 million center on your third line. And you have a $3 million center on your fourth line. You guys are spending way too much money on centers for the amount of production that you're getting. I mean, Mitch, I think has 71 points in 74 games. I mean, he hasn't missed a game this year. I mean, obviously, he's not going to have 90 points. He might not even go point a game. To me, that's not really worth $12 million. But hey, to each their own. I mean, that's Vegas' style of hockey. It's not the same as the Leafs. Your goal difference is -2 this year. In your last 10, you're 3-5-2. I mean, there is a situation where the Kings are able to climb up the standings here and knock Vegas out. I mean, Vegas has lost their last 3. They could do it. Kraken could do it too, to be fair.
Yeah, there's certainly options here. Like nobody's holding on to that position that tightly. Even the Jets are not completely out of it, and only 5 points back. And given some of these standings, I mean, the Jets in their last 10, 5-3-2, Golden Knights 3-6-1. Like nothing is off the table right now.
I mean, the Flames are out here playing spoiler for people. 6-3-1 on their last 10. Hold on. They have 9-18. I mean, dude, if the Flames somehow win out, the Flames could climb the table here and make the playoffs. Like, that would be insane. The Sharks, I think before this had lost like 6 games in a row before last night where they got a win against the Jackets. Let me just count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they had lost 6 in a row before last night where they won 3-2. I saw an interview with Celebrini and he was pretty disheveled, I think would be the best word I could use. Still being a true professional, like wasn't saying anything that makes you go like, oh, he's just a kid, whatever. No. He was being an adult about it, but you could tell that he was definitely annoyed about how the season's gone, or how it's at least going now. I mean, they could still make the playoffs. I mean, they're in a better spot than the Blackhawks. You know, people are like, oh, Bedard's gonna take a step forward this year. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I know he got hurt, but like still. You got to eventually lead this team to the playoffs if you want to be the guy. Like, you're -6 still again this year. And currently 67 points in 60 games for Bedard. He's tied his career high in points at 67. He's beaten his goal high. Now he's at 30. Before that was 23. I don't know. It's not that I don't like Bedard. I don't see him as one of the premier players yet. I think he's very good, but he's not McDavid, he's not McKinnon, he's not Crosby.
I think Bedard has all the potential to do it, and the Chicago Blackhawks are screwing him. Every single time I see a Blackhawks highlight, it's Connor Bedard scores a goal. Connor Bedard scores a goal. Connor Bedard does this other thing. It's always him. They've got nobody like Frank Nazar. People thought he might be this guy. I don't see it with Frank Nazar. I don't see him as the Draisaitl or Malkin to Bedard's franchise player. I don't see that. And you keep drafting defensemen, mostly because you've been drafting best player available. You've got great defense. You got great goaltending. You need the guy you can put with Connor Bedard. And I'm not sure they've gone and found that guy.
They took Antoine Frondel this year.
Yeah, maybe he is.
I mean, he's got 2 points in 3 games. He's -3. And then like they have taken a lot of defensemen, but it's worked out for them so far, at least. Like, a lot of those guys are currently playing, like Kevin Korchinski, Artem Levashinov. I mean, those guys are both playing with the team. The draft picks before that, like, are pretty rough. Like, I don't know Nolan Allen. I don't think I've ever heard of this guy. And when I click on his hockey DB page, it doesn't exist. So that's definitely interesting. Yeah. Colton Dack is playing with the Oilers right now, isn't he? He's not even on the Blackhawks. Lucas Reichel is playing with the Bruins currently. Kirby Dach is still playing with the Habs. I think Adam Bodquist is playing with the Blue Jackets. Oh no, he's playing with the Islanders now. Yeah, so I mean, like,
quite a bit.
their last 4 first round picks. Well, I guess 5, because Nazar was a first round pick, and so is Rinsler, who I don't think is on the team either. Oh, no, he is.
The Rinsler.
So they got 1, 2, 3. What's that? 6 first round picks currently playing up with the team, and then they have 2 more from last year's draft who aren't playing with the team yet. One of them is playing in H East. I don't know what that is. That must be UMass. So it's a university.
Yeah, NCAA.
And then the other guy's playing in the USHL, which I think is the division below that.
I'm not sure. I don't know anything about college hockey. The Blackhawks, all around, I think they've got good prospects. And it's basically at this point, it's Connor Bedard and just 10 guys are waiting for them to develop to play with Connor Bedard. And you need to get a move on.
All right. Well, it seems like Ryan wants to talk about the Predators.
I threw that in the rundown. It doesn't have to be the Predators. I just wanted to talk about some team, look at the cap table, say, given where they are, what the future is, what the future holds for this team. I threw the Predators in because they're an interesting team, kind of on the bubble, and I don't think they've got a great future. We could talk about somebody like the Buffalo Sabres, who I think have a fantastic future.
I mean, we kind of just did it with the Blackhawks.
Yeah.
Let's be real. The Blackhawks do have a future. They have a successful future plan in place here. They have the goalie, right?
Yep.
They have at least 3 defensemen. I looking at their defense, I don't think it's really the issue. I mean, they obviously need more time. You do need to find someone to play with Bedard. You need to find another guy. And I mean, it could be Frondel. I mean, it could be Nazar. But you also could just go out and sign a guy. You have the money, and to me, it shouldn't be a hard sell to go to a player and go, "Hey, you want to play with Connor Bedard? A chance to be one of the top premier players in the NHL. He would probably pass the puck to you a lot, or you could pass the puck to him a lot. You'd get a lot of points. You'd probably win an award. Like, just come and play with us."
I think what happens is you have a team, you make that presentation to a guy, and then he looks and says, "Well, what happened with Taylor Hall? That didn't work out for him."
Well, he wasn't
trade next year.
Premier player, but fair.
But like, you've got all this money. To me, your core should always be homegrown draft picks. Maybe you trade a young player in, but the core should always be homegrown. You built it, and their cap space should be used to A, keep them, and B, build a team around them. Get the support guys out of the cap. I don't necessarily love going and signing big contracts for the premier free agents. Mm-hmm. I like keeping your guys and then drafting and building and signing.
Well, then they have the surrounding guys. But like if we go and look at players who are unrestricted free agents this year, right? Forwards, we got Alex Tuch, Ovechkin, Charlie Coyle, Anthony Mantha, Malkin, Matt Zuccarello, Claude Giroux, and Patrick Kane. What's interesting about this is Connor Bedard has not been re-upped and is a restricted free agent this summer. Jason Robertson, same thing. Cutter Gauthier and Leo Carlson, the same thing. Pavel Dorofeyev, who's having a great year. Zegras is still an RFA whose contract's up this year, but he probably re-ups in Philly. Fantilli probably goes back to the Jackets, and then the other 2 guys. I mean, Brant Clark, I'd be surprised if he leaves the Kings.
I'd be very surprised if Bedard left.
But but that's the thing. Like, you could bring in a guy like Alex Tuch. Alex Tuch, I think, has 30 goals this year, doesn't he? Like, he would look really nice next to Bedard, and he'd probably protect them too. And I don't think Ovechkin ever leaves the Washington. No. He either resigns or retires. But hey, I mean, you could try. Mantha would come in and protect Bedard. Malkin would be a cool player to play with Bedard, in my opinion. Same thing with Giroux. I mean, even Kane, for God's sakes. Like,
yeah, all these guys would be great, but again, I just don't think they're the players you want. You want to build a young team. That's what you're doing with your draft picks. Forget about signing older guys to 1-year deals. You're not competing anyway. If you're not competing yet, don't bother with the high skill guys. Get the young. Go try to find a trade or some RFA that you can bring in and say, "Hey, listen, you're 22 years old. You haven't scored a lot of points yet, but I see the potential. I mean, and I want to bring you on." That's what the Habs have done with guys like Kirby Dach, Alex Newhook. You bring in some guys and try to reclamation projects, and just try to build something out of that.
Yeah, but to be fair, I don't think Alex Tuch would be a 1-year rental. I think that you would sign Tuch to probably a 4 or 5-year deal, probably in the $8 or $9 million range. And he looked fantastic next to Bedard. I mean, like, let's not kid ourselves. Like, this is a great player. He's helped Buffalo a lot, and if Buffalo is not going to bring him back, why shouldn't he go and seek? Go to your best option. Like, if you're Tuch, right? Like, I'm guessing you want to win the cup, and maybe the Blackhawks aren't the most sexy.
Not going to win a cup anytime.
I mean, they could. Like Ryan, let's not kid ourselves with the players that are on the team. They could all take a massive step forward next year, and this team could be sitting in a playoff spot. If Bedard hadn't gotten hurt this year, they could be sitting in a playoff spot. Like, They got Spencer Knight. They've got the defense. They've got Bedard. They got Nazar. They got players. They don't have the proper pieces around these players, in my opinion. Like you can't keep solving your problems with the Nick Folinos and Taylor Halls of the world. Like
Yeah, and I think Alex Stupp is more in that category than he is in the long-term solution. He's 29. You sign him to a $9 million 5-year contract. By year 4, that you're like, what the hell are we going to do? We can't afford to sign all these young guys we just brought in.
But by year 2, I think you're making the playoffs consistently, and then at that point, you can probably trade Tuck away, like if you needed to. But I don't think you would. And Ryan, the other thing is, you're then assuming that a guy like Nazar, who you said is not the Leon Draisaitl, even in a rising cap situation, Ryan, I don't think money is going to be an issue for really any team coming up in the future. Like there's seems like there's going to be an infinite number of dollars flowing into the league.
I think it's always nice to think there's going to be an infinite amount of money until there isn't. You never know what's going to happen. You get to a point where it's like, oh, we have all these guys. Oh, we're a little short to sign this other player. And it's like, now you're keeping Alex Tuck over. Maybe it's, I don't know, pick a player that they just drafted.
I mean, yeah, but if
Brundell.
if it's in a restricted area, it wouldn't matter anyway. Teams would have to give up a lot to be able to even produce to sign him. You guys learned that with Diola, or not Diola Armia. What was his name? Kakaniemi, yeah. It's Barry Kakaniemi. You guys learned that. You guys got free picks from that.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
What was the deal they gave him? Like, was it 11 or was it 9?
It was like 7, I think, for a year. And we were like, no, we don't want to do that.
Didn't they have to give you guys like a first, a second, and a third?
It was a first and a third, who we unfortunately traded for Christian Dvorak. Wasn't the best deal. But
the first got used for Dvorak? I was about to say.
I think they both got used for Dvorak. It was an unfortunate solution. I think it was still, looking back, absolutely the right play. I mean, we played the Carolina Hurricanes earlier this week. I'm watching the game like, man, where's Kakaniemi? Oh, he's in the press box. He's a healthy scratch against his former team. Oh, yeah, I'm glad we're not paying him. How much is Carolina paying him? Like $5-6 million.
Where did you guys get
$5 million last year?
Where'd you guys get Dvorak from again?
The Coyotes.
Be Utah now. I'm curious who that draft pick was taken. Like who was taken at that draft pick?
Yeah.
I'd have to. They're gonna make me look up Arizona Coyotes.
Hold on, I got you. Philip Bysted.
What year
is now playing? He's now playing for the. Are
you sure?
Yeah. He was the pick for Dvorak. He was the first. The second rounder was Alan Friege. Bysted was then traded to the Sharks.
What year? What year are you looking at?
That was the draft pick in 2021. No, 2022 draft pick, 27th overall.
There was no 27th overall pick in the 2022 draft for the Coyotes. I'm looking at their look.
Oh, draft pick rights traded. Sorry. Yeah, draft pick rights traded. Along with a second in 2022, 2 seconds to the Sharks for first round pick. So that was the Connor Geekie pick.
Oh, so they took Connor Geekie.
Yeah, they took Connor Geekie after trading it back to after trading with the Sharks.
That's not a bad deal. I mean,
no, it's a great deal for. I think for the Coyotes, it worked out really well.
I mean, then again, wait, Connor Geekie then got traded. What did Geekie get traded for?
Connor Geekie got traded.
Because he got
in the Mikhail Sergachev trade.
Well, I mean, honestly, that trade definitely worked out. I mean, the Mammoth could make the playoffs this year, so
yeah, Mammoth I think are making out like bandits out of that trade. The Habs less so. I mean, we got some good games out of Dvorak. He was a good mentor for some of our young guys. But in the end, I mean, he put up around just over 100 points in 4 seasons with us. Had one season where he was pretty hurt. But, overall, not the end of the world for a guy that was pretty good. Didn't use him in the playoffs in the first round last year, but...
Yep.
I wish we could have gotten more for it.
Couple of quick things here as we change up topics. Just a couple headliners from this week. I believe now the Penguins are 0-9 this year on calling coaches challenges for goaltender interference. That is brutal.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bobby McMahon. He has 7 goals, 4 assists in 8 games since the trade to the Kraken. I love Bobby McMahon. Please come back to Toronto this summer. Alex Ovechkin joined the 1,000 goal club if you combine his regular season and playoff goals. And Yanni Gourde slapped the shit out of Brady Tkachuk last night.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
Brady Tkachuk deserved it.
I saw a side-by-side, and I told this to Ryan earlier, of the Will Smith, Chris Rock slap with that Yanni Gourde one. It's definitely funny. I'm sure you could find it, but yeah. So yeah, I think that was probably all we had, all the headline news, at least interesting stuff this week.
Yeah, it wasn't a big week for a lot of news. I mean, there were some funny clips, but nothing newsworthy really.
I mean, if you're an NCAA fan, I think Wisconsin punched their ticket into the Frozen Four, so good for them.
Did you see what the Wisconsin captain said in the interview after his OT goal? For Frozen Four?
I didn't listen to the clip, but I saw him being interviewed. What do you say?
This is an easy group to lead. They sorry, they want to win. It's on national TV, ESPN2, and he's like, "Oh, I swore, sorry."
Yeah, that was funny. I just listened to it. That's good.
No, he's from the Midwest when. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You want to move into? You want to talk about the Wildcats real quick, as a witness, famously in the clip of the win
to games 1 and 2. Sure.
Yeah. Josh, what were your feelings after game 1? Let's start there.
Well, okay, so game 1, Friday night, the first period, honestly a mess. A lot of just missed calls by the ref, and I don't know if it was just first game of the playoffs or what. And I mean, like, you're not going to get some calls in the playoffs, I get it, but if something is egregious, you got to make the call. I saw a knee-on-knee collision at center ice that did not get called, and I thought the fans were going to riot. I mean, we booed the refs back onto the ice. And the Sea Dogs opened the scoring in the first period. They went into the intermission, leading us by 1. The Cats then stormed back in the second, scoring 3 goals, and then scored 2 to seal the deal in the third period. I mean, my thoughts on the game, I mean, they played exceptionally well. I was excited. I mean, Gavin Cornforth had a hat trick. Lots of hats were thrown onto the ice when he scored. So yeah, I mean, the team looks good. Rudy Guimont only had to make 17, only faced 17 shots, so didn't really have to make that many saves, but the ones that he did made looked pretty good.
Yeah. No, that's fantastic. And of course, last night, game 2.
So last night, I get there. I have playoff tickets to every home game because I spent the money on it. But I was with my girlfriend, so we sat down at the ice bar. And I noticed that the goaltender who was in the net for the Sea Dogs was the one that got into the fight with the Mooseheads goalie. He's coming off of his suspension, and I said, "Oh, well, this might not be good." Just for information, the first game the Cats had 50 shots. So the other goalie got tested and he let up, 5. So last night, the game starts. It's chippy. Like these two teams hate each other. I mean, the first game was chippy too, but it got really chippy. Referees weren't letting as much stuff go. They were making a lot of penalty calls. The Cats couldn't get anything going. The Sea Dogs couldn't get anything going. The game was kind of really, I don't want to say boring, but like it was back and forth until the third period. And then the Sea Dogs opened the scoring with Fullerton. And I said, "Oh, well, this is not really good." I think at that point the Cats had probably 30 some shots, and I think the Dogs only had probably 17 at that point. And I was like, "Oh, well, maybe." But then Zachary Morin, who I'm just going to say it, was bitching before that about a penalty that he took, then scored. So, whatever. Guy got his way. So, yeah. So, Cats are down 2-0, and you could have dropped a pin in the arena. Like, it went dead. The PA guy was trying to get everyone back in. Sin Bin 1 and 2, which are basically like the green spandex guys at the Vancouver Canucks penalty box, but we have them. They wear blue with like red swim trunks and a what's that? Like a swimming cap and goggles. Like they're funny. They sit next to a blind referee now too, so it's a good show all around. They were trying to get the crowd pumped up. Nothing was going on, and then Nico Turnus, man, with 52 seconds left. We had the goalie pulled since like 2 minutes left. He rips it, and I was sitting like right in front of this. I wasn't even sure that the puck went in. I didn't really have a reaction to this. I had to look at the ref, and he signaled goal, and I lost it. I was like, okay, 52 seconds left. This is not good. This is close. Okay, so I'm like, we got to get something going here. We are screwed. So, game keeps going. Denoye threw the puck down with I think 11 seconds left. Or no, it was like 6 seconds left. Threw it in front to Gabe Smith, and Gabe Smith just ripped it past Radko. And we tied the game with 4.6 seconds left on the clock. I went ballistic, and I mean, I don't know if Connor's going to show the clip or not, but you can see me kind of. I was already standing when this went in. So I just like shot up. So yeah, it was an exciting moment to watch. I mean, the arena went ballistic. With about 4 minutes left, I looked at my girlfriend and I said something along the lines of, if there's any team in the league that can score 2 goals in 4 minutes, it's this team, but they need to score one. And they definitely kept us on our toes. I mean, walking out of the arena, I just kept saying, never a doubt. No, never a doubt in my mind. We had that game the whole time. We weren't losing. So game goes to overtime, obviously. Cats come out. They look like they've been re-energized. The Dogs only had 2 shots in the overtime period. The Cats had 9. And Gavin Cornforth scored his 4th goal in 2 games to win the game. Give the Cats the 2-0 series lead going back to St. John's. So if there's a game 5, it'll be this Friday, and you can find me at the Cats game.
Yep. You might find me there too if we go see M5.
Yeah.
I've been trying to save a little money, but let's go see a couple Cats games. Yeah, no, it's a fantastic feeling. Hopefully we can repeat the roar.
Yeah, they got it too. And I mean, it's Rudy looked good last night. I mean, the 2 goals that he let in, I'm not really gonna blame him. Like, the Cats were making some. They looked almost deflated at points. They looked like they didn't have a lot of energy. I don't know if they went out and drank a bunch or ate a bunch before or after the first game, but they can't come out playing flat like that and get caught. Like, yeah, they scored 2 goals in under a minute to tie this game up to send it to OT, but you can't do that every game. Like, you gotta come out and start the game on time. It'd be nice to see them open the scoring of one of these games. I know that it hasn't ultimately mattered, but like, you know, you got to take the fans and the other team out of the building and giving them the first goal. I mean, the Sea Dogs, to their credit, the players are some of the most, like, I don't want to say energetic, but like on the bench, if they block a shot, everyone's on their feet going, yeah, like they are a group that obviously likes playing with each other, and they have a what's it called, they have a 16-year-old. So I can't remember what they call that. The CHL is this thing where if you're under 17, you come in. It's called Super something, I think.
Rookie.
I can't remember. I mean, McDavid was one, Tavares was one. Like, there's only been a few instances of these players, but
so yeah, like if they're 15, but
I thought it was 16. Maybe it's 15. I don't know. I mean, the kid's last name is Joseph. He is huge for a 16-year-old. Like, he's definitely over 6 foot, and he's only 16. I was like, holy shit, this guy's massive. He's like a head taller than everyone on his team. But yeah, I mean, it looks like they should have a good player there come next year. So yeah, Cats pulled it off. I'm excited. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna run it back. And this year we're not losing in the Memorial Cup. So
6'4", 200. Ooh, that's a big boy.
I know. That's what I mean. He's 16, bro. It's insane.
Yep. All right. You want to move on? Do you want to do a quick? Go ahead, Josh.
Ryan put Leafs corner of sadness.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I can't even really call it sadness anymore. Like, it's.
Here's what I want to do, Josh. We're getting close on time. We got probably 15 minutes or so left. Do you want to do a quick, just here's 2 minutes for you to rant and say what you want to say about the Leafs? You get 2 minutes in you?
I mean, I don't even know if I can go for 2 minutes, but I mean, I can try. So, yeah.
You want me to put a minute on the clock?
No.
What do you want to do here?
Just let me go here.
right.
I've read a couple articles this week about people talking about Matthews and saying how if they want to get him to re-sign, they got to pitch the team to him and give him the keys. I agree to this statement. I'm very surprised, that Craig Berube has gotten the long leash that he has. He's basically turned Matthews into a defensive center, which, no offense to Craig Berube, but there are a lot of centers in the NHL who can be your defensive center, and they're not the best goal scorer in the NHL. So you've wasted 2 years of this guy's talent. You need to be gone. The Leafs need to bring in a guy who can, and I don't know who the coach is, I don't know who it's going to be, but you need to bring in a guy who can get Matthews back to his peak, back to scoring 69 goals. And I'm sorry, we got to fire Treliving. Like, I know that he made the deal to, you got a first and a third for Nicholas Waugh, but like, that's not enough. You should have come in your first year and, he's like, oh, I had like a week before the draft. I couldn't trade Mitch Marner. Yeah, you could have. And yeah, you should have. Mitch Marner should have been traded then. We shouldn't have been looking at getting a Nicholas Waugh in a sign and trade and then turning that into a first and a third like that. That's one of the worst blunders probably in Leafs history, maybe even in NHL history. To lose a guy like that for Nicholas Waugh is crazy. So the team could come back next year. They could be better. I mean, you got to keep hoping that this team can fall to bottom 5, and if they can't, to win the draft lottery or at least get us in the top 5 so we don't lose our pick. And then hopefully we come back better next year and we can give the Bruins a pick that's not in the bottom 15. So yeah, goaltending has been pretty abysmal this year too. Like, there's a lot of things that, you got to hope that the team will be better next year.
All right. That's all you have to say?
Yep.
That's good. That's 2 minutes right there. All right, Josh. In the interest of time, I'm going to do... And after last week, there was quite a lot of discussion of me sucking off the Habs a little too hard. Quite a few gifts were sent in the chat. So I'll tell you what, Josh, I'm going to keep it to 1 minute here. 1 minute on the clock. Me sucking off the Habs. Is that okay with you?
Yep.
As long as I admit it, you're okay with it?
No, I'm laughing at what Connor sent me.
Oh, God. Oh, you should at least say it in our chat so I can see it. Come on now.
He sent the SpongeBob gif of him, like, his eyes scrunched together and him doing this with his hand, and it says, defacing history. And then he sent the hamster gif again of him fucking sucking off the water spout.
Okay.
There you go, 1 minute.
All right, 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. So the Habs this week, fantastic week. 3 games this week, all wins, all big time. Have not lost since what I thought was one of the best games I've ever seen in my life. Top 10 all time. Trademark that. Connor sent stuff in the chat already. All right. Fantastic showing from the guys. Jakub Dobish. Still a rookie this year, which I have to be reminded of. He played quite a lot last year. Still a rookie this year. He could finish top 5 in Calder voting at this rate. Dude has been phenomenal. Stood on his head against the Carolina Hurricanes. Stood on his head against the other game. He was just lights out. I loved every minute of it. Everything he did was fantastic. Jacob Fowler's been fantastic too. I keep hearing the dings. Last week I was talking about the first line. Had a huge game. Caulfield with a hat trick. Last night it was all second line. You have Oliver Captain, Ivan Demidov, who was a stud. You saw that breakaway goal? Fantastic. Saw the goal last night? Fantastic. These guys have got everything you need, and I'm loving it. That's a minute. Let's look at how many gifts Connor sent in 1 minute. All right, we got Ted humping the cash register. A comment. I'm not going to comment about that. Someone humping a air conditioner. Shawn Michaels gif. I show speed gif. Where's that guy sent that? I don't know.
Wow, Ryan.
Yeah, don't talk about it.
Is that racially motivated? That is
I genuinely don't know. Sometimes I'm not sure. I think that's I show speed.
It is I show speed.
Well, there you go. I'm fine.
Ryan clearly can't. I don't even know if I could say it, but Ryan has a hard time telling people apart. I guess if they're not, how you say, his own skin complexion.
I don't know either of them. I can't remember which one has the dreads and which is the other hair. I can't remember.
Okay. You might want to cut while you're ahead here, buddy.
Okay, moving on. We have anything else on the thing, or do you just want to move to games?
Connor,
My hot take. I've been promising you a hot take for a while. We got 15 minutes or so left. Here's my hot take. The Maurice Richard, Rocket Richard, most goals on a season trophy should not count empty netters.
It's not even that hot of a take.
You know who's never scored an empty netter in his career? Take a guess.
He's gonna say Cole Caulfield.
Wrong. Maurice Richard never officially scored an empty net goal. They weren't tracked until like 2010.
Okay, right. That is.
Hey, he never scored an empty net goal in his life. Yeah, There's no evidence to say otherwise. So if that's the truth, if the guy that the trophy's named after didn't score an empty net goal that we can prove, then why should we count them for his trophy? And if we don't count them, Cole Caulfield's a Maurice Richard winner. He could win the Rocket. It's going to happen. He still could, in spite of this ridiculous rule that we count empty netters. Oh, you scored a goal. There was no goalie there. Oh, no. That's so hard.
This is the worst take of a hot take I've ever heard. That is the most lukewarm, borderline cold take I've ever heard.
Oh, you calling this cold?
Yeah.
How many empty netters did Matthews score in his 69-goal season?
I don't think it was that many, but hey, I mean, if you want to talk about him winning the Rocket, I mean, right now, 80% say Nathan McKinnon's going to win, and 95 still say it's going to be Schaefer for the Calder.
Yeah, it's going to be Schaefer for the Calder, no question. I just think Demidov and Kapanen and Dobish are all going to get some votes, and I'm so happy about that. Is there an empty net track? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that bad take. Not even bad like in the hot take sense. Okay. Like, I mean, it's a take. I mean, goals, because to me, Ryan, goals count, right? They don't ask how. They don't ask how. They ask how many. Like, that's the ultimate truth, right? So
yeah, and I'm thinking maybe we should start asking how. You're telling me if a guy's in this hypothetical scenario, if a guy scored 70 empty net goals. All garbage time, all just to seal a win. But the final dagger, I guess. Not game-winning goals, just empty netters. You think that guy deserves the Maurice Richard?
In your statistical, hypothetical, impossible situation, that would never happen.
Yes.
Obviously, Ryan, he probably wouldn't win the award. And if he did, I mean, here's the thing. Let's be real. Let's be real about your hypothetical. If a guy scored 70 empty net goals, I'd gladly give him that fucking award, because that would never happen again, and that would be the most craziest anomaly that had ever happened in NHL history. Yeah. You know how hard it would be to score 70 empty net goals? Your team would have to be in a position to win 70 games.
Well, not necessarily. You could score 2 empty net goals in a game.
I mean, yeah, you could, but fine. 40. You'd have to be in a position where you're 1 goal or 2 goals up in 40 games.
Yeah.
I don't think that happens. But
no, it will never ever happen. It would never ever happen. But in theory, he would get the trophy, and I don't think he would deserve it.
I'd gladly give him the award, and people would praise this guy. 70. You know how bad? Okay, let's also put it like this, right? You know how bad you would have to be as a player to not be able to score a goal on a goalie the entire year in this hypothetical, but then you're in position to score 70 empty net goals. You know how hard that would be?
I think you're a niche player. You got 6-on-5 kind of mentality. You're a defensive forward, and you just keep putting the puck. You're just clearing the puck, and it just keeps going in. I don't know what's happening.
Most players score at least 1 goal a year on a goalie. So the anomaly that you'd get goose egged the entire year.
Yeah.
And then score 70.
Yeah, goalies are kryptonite. What can you say? You're a defensive forward. It doesn't matter.
To be in a position to score an empty net goal, you usually have to be a good player, because you have to burn the players who are on the ice to get into the position to score that goal, or fire it from the other end and get it in.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I don't know. I'm not saying that it's super hard to score an empty net goal, but it's not easy. You're having to beat 6 guys instead of 5.
I mean, it's easier than having to beat a goalie.
I mean, yeah, unless you can't get the puck because they're playing keep away from you. That's the other thing.
Yeah, you just have to clear the puck. It happens.
I don't know. I think that this was a not hot take. Connor sending gifs about it are hilarious. And yeah, also to the empty net thing that you said, I agree with Connor. Connor said same evidence that Wilt had 100. So
Yeah. And
Connor, what are we looking like for time?
but
you guys are 50 minutes in.
Yeah, we can go to the games, I guess.
Let's get some games.
What are we doing?
For reference, the first thing I will say, the word that you were looking for, by the way, is they consider it exceptional talent. Exceptional status is what they call it in the CHL.
Ah, yeah.
So
yeah.
Typically you can get drafted at 16, but if you're good enough, they'll give 15-year-olds exceptional status, and they'll allow them to play in the league a year early. The biggest thing, kind of like you guys already mentioned, obviously Connor McDavid was an exceptional talent, was labeled as an exceptional
Connor played
talent.
at 14, I think.
Yeah,
like,
he played even
came
earlier.
in young.
And then, like, one of my favorite defensemen of all time, Aaron Ekblad, was an exceptional talent. Yep. And then more recently, Shane Wright.
Tavares.
Yeah, Tavares is one. Shane Wright and Connor Bedard were both exceptional talents.
Yeah. There was some guy that never really made the NHL, too. That was, like, just a random guy that did, right?
Yeah, there's actually quite a few that are, like, classified as exceptional talents and then don't pan out.
Really?
Yeah. You'd be surprised, actually, at the list of guys that were labeled as exceptional talents, and you've probably never heard of them, which is,
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah.
Interesting to know.
All right. Yeah, we've got a couple of games, maybe 3 if we have some time. Pop this open first. It's your guys' favorite, the wheel.
I love the wheel.
Wheel is back. All right, so you guys know how this goes. We're going to spin, and team's going to pop up, and you guys are going to select a player. Now, same thing, you're forming a lineup. You need 3 forwards, 2 defensemen, and a goalie. So 6 players total. The caveat this time around, go ahead.
I just want to throw one thing out real quick. I just looked up the list of the exceptional players, and according to this, there are like only 10. It's Bedard, Sean Day, Landon DuPoint, Aaron Ekblad, Connor McDavid, Michael Misa, John Tavares, Joe Veleno, who I said I thought it was Joe Veleno,
there you go,
and Shane Wright. So there are only 10. But Connor, go ahead with the wheel. Sorry.
There you go. This time around, we are doing no superstars allowed. So this is going to be current teams.
What do we classify as a superstar?
This is going to be current teams. These are like current modern era teams. Basically, you can't pick obvious stars from that team. So you can't pick franchise icons, 90-plus point players, or like top line guys.
Okay, so I can't take Suzuki, but I could take Gallagher or Alex Texier.
So, like, for the Oilers...
Gallagher's a franchise guy.
All right, no.
For the Oilers, for example, you can't pick McDavid, you can't pick Draisaitl. Right? Like, those are 2 obvious ones.
But I can take, like, Nuge.
I can take Hyman.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Because, like, he's a good player, but he's not, I wouldn't put him in the same class as McDavid, Draisaitl, right?
Okay.
So it is a little bit subjective, but that's what we're going with, is no superstars allowed. So you can't pick obvious stars from that team. All right. Fine. Josh, you've got the first spin, my friend.
Oh, okay, I guess I get the first spin. Is it always me? I was going to get... You want it, Ryan? Go ahead.
No, take it. It's all yours.
The Columbus Blue Jackets.
See, if we're doing the subjective, and I don't know if you guys are going to give me this one or not.
I'll throw it out there and we'll discuss it.
Will you give me Kent? Will you give me Kent Johnson?
I would give you Kent Johnson right now.
All right, cool. I'll take Kent.
All right, Ryan. Next spin is yours, my friend. It's looking like it's going to be the Kraken.
Okay, there's a lot of good glue guys on the Kraken. Who's still playing for the Kraken? Oh, God. Who's still playing for the Kraken that's like not quite a superstar? Most of that team is not quite a superstar. Eberle still playing for the Kraken?
A franchise guy.
I gave you Ken Johnson. You're not going to give me Jordan Eberle, who's never scored 70 points in his career.
Is that an actual fact?
Sorry, he's did it one time in his second year. His sophomore season, he had 76. He's never scored 60 cents. Or he's never scored 70 cents.
Yeah. I'd give you Eberle.
All right, I'm taking Jordan Eberle.
All right, Jordan Eberle. Next spin over to you, Josh. Looks like it's going to be the Penguins. So, obviously, the obvious ones, no Crosby, no Malkin.
What?
No Eric Carlson either.
No, okay. I cannot. You could say Letang, but to not give me Carlson would be crazy.
I would put Carlson over Letang, but as a current player,
fine. Give me. But take my goalie. Give me Stu. Give me Stu Skinny.
Okay.
Right. Skinner. Next one's up to you, Ryan. Looks like it's gonna be the Islanders.
Ooh.
Don't even try to say Schaefer, buddy.
I'm not gonna say Schaefer.
Unfortunately, I would not give you Schaefer.
I would never even think he is clearly an all-star. So was Barzell, but like
I wouldn't give you Barzell.
No, I wouldn't take a Barzell. Anders Lee comes to mind, but I think I want to go with the likes of Ryan Pulock.
I'd give you Pulock.
Are you giving me Ryan Pulock?
I'd give you Pulock.
Yep, you take Pulock.
All right.
Next up here for you, Josh. Looking like it's gonna be the Wild.
This should be a wild take.
Oh, god damn it.
I hate it.
So I can't take
man.
Hughes. I can't take Prizov.
I'm gonna say no Boldy either.
That's crazy to not even give me Boldy.
He's got 76 points this year. Boldy's got 38 goals.
I'd consider giving you Boldy, but that's.
Will you give me Brock Faber?
I don't like it, but you can take him.
You can take him.
Yeah, give me the gold medalist. Perfect. Thanks, boys.
That's a solid pick. I'll give you Brock.
I think I'd say he's close to a superstar, but
I'd say he's probably right on that cusp, like in that team dynamic. Yeah, I don't disagree. The Flames for you, Ryan.
Current Flames.
Current Flames.
There's only like 3 good players on this team, and I'm gonna classify like 2 of them as superstars.
I want to take Dustin Wolf.
Superstar. No.
Fuck off! I give you Brock Faber. You're not gonna give me Dustin Wolf.
I will not. In NHL 25, he is a 90 overall. Get out of here.
What's Brock Faber's overall?
86.
That seems very low.
I'm surprised that Dustin Wolf is that high.
I'll look it up.
Just because I definitely wouldn't classify him in the same range as like other superstar goalies, but that's just me personally. I'm surprised that he's that high.
87, but he has a superstar X factor.
I'm taking Dustin Wolf.
We'll give him Dustin Wolf. He needs the help. It's
Brock Faber is also an 87 overall, by the way.
Doesn't have an X factor.
All right. Back to you here, Josh. It's going to be the Red Wings.
Would you give me Moritz Seider?
No.
What about... So I only have 1 defenseman, 1 center, and a goalie. Would you give me... I just can't remember what this guy's... Is he not playing with the team? What? Hold on. Is this guy hurt or something? Roster injuries. Okay, I guess this guy isn't playing with the team currently. Okay. Would you give me Lucas Raymond?
He's point per game.
Okay. Would you give me Alex DeBrincat?
I'll give you different.
I'd give you. All right.
I was thinking a Swedish defenseman on their team, but I don't see him.
And Nick Lidstrom, he's been retired for quite a while.
No, he's got 3. It's like Sandin Pekka something.
The Ducks.
Would you guys give me Leo Carlson? Is he a superstar yet?
No, I would not give you that.
Okay, that's I will
For the try.
accept that. Who else is on that team? Is it the guy defenseman or anything? So I can pair with the.
They got a few defensemen. They got one that I really like.
I'm guessing Bennett Sinecki's also a superstar by this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't give you Sinecki. I also wouldn't give you Cutter Gauthier.
Okay.
Or Troy Terry.
I'll take the big. Can I take the big man, Jackson Lacombe?
I don't have any objections.
I mean, fine.
Okay.
Back over to you, Josh, with the next spin. It's gonna be the Golden Knights.
Yeah?
Josh, you say this guy's name, I swear to God.
Would you give me Mitch Marner?
Fuck you.
Would you give me Pavel Dorofeyev?
Yeah, I gave you Dorofeyev.
All right. Connor, what do I need? Just one more winger now? Yeah.
You need a defenseman.
You've got,
you've
got Kent Johnson, Stuart Skinner, Brock Faber, Alex DeBrincat, and Pavel Dorofeyev.
Dorofeyev, yeah. Okay, yeah. I need a defenseman.
Yeah. Over to you, Ryan. You've got Eberle, Ryan Pollock, Dustin Wolf, and Jackson Lacombe. Your next spin is the Leafs.
Oh. Who's not a superstar this year?
Don't you dare! Don't even dare! He's still a point a game. Don't even think about it.
How's Tavares doing this year?
Point a game. Also, franchise guy. Hell no.
How's Matthew Nyes doing?
Point 59 and 71. I'm not giving you that.
This is like the worst spin you could have gotten.
Josh won't give me fucking anything.
I'm not giving you the top 4 players on the team. Like, fuck you. What are you talking about?
Start looking at the roster for a fourth-line guy.
You want me to throw guys out the...
No, hold on.
Mattias Maccelli, Max Domi, Morgan Riley, Robertson, Easton Cowan, Jake McCabe. Like,
I'll take... fuck it. I'll take Domi, I guess.
There we go. There we go.
In no world is Matthew Nyes a superstar, but all right.
If Sinecki with one less point is than Nyes is, so fuck you.
You got the Sabres, my friend.
I need a defenseman, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Do it,
yeah, Ryan? You gonna give me Darlene?
No, fuck no.
I knew that was coming. Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Might be the worst question. That might be the worst one you've asked for. Like I could win a fucking Norris.
You give me Bowen Byram?
No.
Okay, he's got 37 points in 74 games. And okay, well then, Ryan, I hate to break it to you, but you got to give me this one. You have to give me Owen Power, 26 points in 73.
I'll give you Owen Power.
Owen Power, solid. All right, and last spin over to you, Ryan. It's going to be the Panthers.
Yeah, Ryan?
Oh, okay. Panthers forward. So here are the guys I can't take. I know off the top of my head. I can't take Barkov. I can't take Kachuk. I can't take Marchand.
Same thing. I wouldn't give you Reinhardt either.
Yep.
Or Ekblad.
Ekblad's a defenseman. Can I take Carter Verhey?
Carter Verhage, if you could say his name right, I'd think about giving him to you, but Say his name right.
Carter Verhaeghe.
Verhaeghe.
Close enough.
Verhaeghe.
There you go. I'd give him Verhaeghe.
All right. So reviewing teams here. Josh, you've got Kent Johnson, Stuart Skinner, Brock Faber, Alex DeBrincat, Pavel Dorofeyev, yep, Owen Power. And then over to you, Ryan. You've got Jordan Eberle, Ryan Pollock, Dustin Wolf, Jackson Lacombe. You've got Domi and Carter Verhaeghe.
I think I clear.
I would say no.
Yeah. Okay. Guys got Max Domi, a player whose name he can't pronounce, and who's your other forward?
Jordan Eberle.
Yeah, you're cooked, buddy. You're cooked.
You're not scoring on Dustin Wolf. You're not getting by Pollock and Lacombe.
Wow. I am so scared. That's crazy.
I want to see the matchup between DeBrincat and Lacombe.
Yeah, you're
DeBrincat will be turned into a square.
You're
one little
cooked.
cube of meat.
All right. So moving into our second game. I think this one went well last time. I liked it. We're gonna try it again with a different group of players. We were gonna bring back the.
Okay.
Oh, if you guys remember, you both got $25 in the bank. I'm gonna list players. You guys are gonna bid on said players. And again, remember, if you want to take 2 goalies, you can take both goalies, and then you got to stick a player in net.
Did we stick that as a short this week? I want to see if there was comments on that.
We didn't. We did not. However, I will probably post it. Like, it'll go up this week, and I'll pick it specifically.
Okay.
But yeah, so here we go with the auction. First up, because I gave you first spin on the wheel, Josh, Ryan, I'll give you first bid on this first player, and then we'll rotate, as usual. Starting off with the first player in the auction, we've got Sebastian Aho.
Which one?
There's
two.
Fair question.
Two. Which one do you think?
The defenseman on the Islanders.
Okay. All right. No, we're going with the center on the Hurricane.
Oh, okay.
I'll throw a buck out for Aho.
2.
I'll jump to 4.
I'll go 5.
6.
Take him.
All right. Ryan, you're taking Sebastian Aho for $6, leaves you with 19 in the bank. Moving on to our second player, and again, you've got first bid on this one, Josh. We've got UC Saros.
5.
6.
7.
Take him.
Got Saros for 7. Down to $8 in the bank. Third player in this auction is going to be Charlie McAvoy.
$3.
$4.
$5.
Take him.
Okay.
All right, you're taking him for $5, leaves you with 14 in the bank, Ryan.
Yep.
Next player in this draft is going to be Kirill Kaprizov.
5.
8.
How much money does Ryan
He's
have?
got $14.
That 8's gonna put him in a precarious situation.
Very much so.
I'll give him. Take Kaprizov for 8, buddy.
Yeah. So we've got Kirill Kaprizov to you, Ryan, for $8. Leaves you with
Ryan's got
$6 in the tank.
How much money do I have?
You have 18. You've got 18. Yeah. He's got 6.
Ryan.
Fifth player up in this auction is Jake Ottinger. Realistically, you'll have to remember this, Ryan, with $6 in the tank, you still need 3 players. So your average needs to be about $2 a player.
Ryan, go ahead. Go ahead.
What, $1?
$2?
$3?
$4?
Take them.
There it is.
All right.
Okay, well, Josh has How much was that? What was it?
$4.
$4.
So Josh, you got 14 left in the tank. You're taking Jake Ottinger.
Yep.
The sixth player in this auction is Miro Heiskanen.
$2.
$3.
$4.
That's all yours.
Okay, perfect. You're taking them for $4. You've got 10 left in the tank. All right, we've got the.
Do I need 3 forwards now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have Ottinger and
You have-
Saros, so you put
yeah.
Saros, put one of us forward if you want.
No. We'll take. Go ahead.
All right, so it's gonna. Seventh player in this auction is Mitch Marner.
Hey, Ryan.
Is it my bet first?
Yeah.
$1.
Ryan has what? $6?
Got $6. Got 10.
Needs 3 guys. I'll go 2.
3.
I'll give you Mitch Marner for $3.
Hell yeah.
Mitch Marner for $3. You got $3 left in the tank, Ryan.
I'll take it.
Number 8 on this auction list is Roman Josi.
$2.
All yours.
All right. Miro Heiskanen's playing forward.
All right, Roman Josi, and you're taking him for $2. Leaves you with 8 in the tank. Ninth player up in this auction is Tage Thompson.
$1.
You need one more player after this?
Yeah.
How many players do I need?
You guys are both at 4 players. So you both. 4 players left in the auction. Tage Thompson.
$2.
All yours.
All right, you're taking Tage for $2. 6. Next player in this draft is Quinn Hughes.
$1.
Pretty sure it's my turn to start the bid.
Go ahead.
Can I do this? Can I go $0? Just pass the buck?
I will take it. You can absolutely do that. I will pay $1 for Quinn Hughes.
I'll give you Quinn Hughes for $1.
Quinn
I don't really have a
Hughes
choice. He could just
for
say
$1.
he could just lock me at 2 and then
Yeah.
just force me not to
No, I
take
hear ya.
either of the last 2.
I hear it.
Yep.
So
I was going to.
you guys
Yeah,
both
I know.
have 5 players. You both got 5 players. There's 2 remaining. Josh, you've got $6. Ryan, you got $2. Player number 11 in this auction is Brady Tkachuk.
Now, do I think
Starting with
that
you-
the next
with you,
player?
$1.
Do I think that the last player is going to be better than Brady Tkachuk?
That's what it comes down to, really.
Connor, can we have any information on the
Nope.
last guy?
No.
Nope.
Ryan, is it your bid first or mine?
It was his bid first, and he bid $1. It's $2
Yeah.
to you.
I'm a gambling man. Go ahead.
I can have him?
Yep.
All right.
All right.
What am
you're
I left
taking-
with, Connor?
You're taking Brady Tkachuk.
He's laughing, and I can't tell if it's a good laugh or a bad laugh.
For $1. All right, Josh. Last player in this
I'll leave.
auction. Ryan, you got $1. Josh, you got $6. Last player in this auction is Igor Shesterkin.
Why are there 3? Why are there 3 goalies? Why are you such a dick?
Josh, you want bid?
Do you want to start the bidding?
Nah, cut. We're not.
Josh, start bidding. I'll bid $1.
We're done.
I bid $1.
I'll give you. Here, take all my money. We're done.
If he's taking all his money, I'll bid $1 on Igor Shesterkin. I'll have 6 guys.
All right, Josh gets Igor Shesterkin. Going back over lineups, Ryan, you've got Sebastian Aho, Charlie McAvoy, Kirill Kaprizov, Mitch Marner, Quinn Hughes, and Brady Tkachuk.
I think I'm gonna win.
Josh, you've got Igor Shesterkin, UC Saros, Jake Ottinger, Miro Heiskanen, Roman Josi, and Tage Thompson.
So, Josh, which two goalies and defensemen are you putting forward?
To be fair, realistically, you just stick like Shesterkin in net and put Ottinger and Saros on defense and just watch them create a great wall.
Yeah.
Realistically. Because you do have to remember the goalies that are playing out are wearing full pads. So
I'll put Brady in net. See what he can do.
You're cooked.
Josh, I don't think I'm worried.
I'm calling for a mutiny.
There you go.
Oh my god.
There's your option.
Josh, what are you gonna do with your last $4? What are you gonna buy? I'm buying a hot dog. It's my $1.
Where are you getting $1 hot dog, bro? You can't even. You want to
I'm waiting for Looney Dog Night. Looney Dog Night is happening.
You know what I spent on beer last night?
No.
Too much. But hey, I did get a free beer, so shout out to the Wildcats guy who was manning the ice bar for overcharging me for my first beer, and then I caught it. He refunded me, and they gave me a free beer. So appreciate. Shout out to that guy. But yeah, no, beer down at the ice bar is more expensive than it is throughout the arena.
Yeah.
So. Hit the outro music. I don't know. I got screwed over in these mini games. Hockey is a like hockey's a bitch sometimes. I don't know. Go Cats, go. Look, man, I don't know.
Josh, would you want to trade Brady Tkachuk for a goalie? That make you feel better?
No. No, I don't.
All right, Quinn Hughes steal the draft.
I want Ryan to hate life and not have a goalie.
I'm not gonna hate life. I'm gonna love life.
Yeah, well, last week you're like, oh, I have 2 goalies. Good luck scoring. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I have 3 goalies.
I have 2 goalies is good. 3 goalies is too much.
I have 3. Good luck scoring, Ryan. Good luck. Woo.
All right.
You aren't scoring on me. You aren't scoring on me. I'm gonna just stand there in the net.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I've been Ryan. That's been Josh. He's over there, I think. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Let us all, give us some engagement. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know if Josh got screwed in the minigame. I don't think he did. I thought he did well. And let us know if you think the Maurice Rocket Richard should count empty net goals, and if that was a hot take or not.
I'm calling for a mutiny, and Ryan's lukewarm, borderline cold take.
All right. We're playing Brass Bonanza. Goodbye.
Crash.